So in case you haven't heard, the NHL has a new all-time goal scoring leader. Yes, this past Sunday, April the 6th, Alexander Ovechkin passed Wayne Gretzky with his 895th career goal, and the sky's the limit for him now. And congratulations to Ovi on this incredible milestone. It'll be 20 years this fall that a young Ovi took the league by storm and came out with a bang right off the hop, scoring 52 goals in his rookie season. And I know Ovi passed Gretzky just 5 days ago, but I still think we can start talking about, will anyone ever be able to pass Alexander Ovechkin on the all-time goals list? Now, of course, Ovechkin is an active player still, so assuming he retires at the end of next year, I could see him maybe getting around 935, maybe even 940 goals. I don't know if he's going to score 40 plus next year. I'm assuming maybe he gets around 900 by the end of this season and keeps up his hot run, and then next year maybe he slows down a little more and gets around 35 or something like that. Now, I think there is one guy who is currently playing in the league right now who does have a very strong chance of breaking Ovechkin's record one day, and that is, you guessed it, Austin Matthews. I know, what a bold pick, right, to pick Austin Matthews. All jokes aside, though, I mean, the guy, he is an elite scorer. I truly think he is the best goal scorer of our time right now in the league. And Ovechkin definitely was that, but I think when Matthews, come his maybe third or fourth year in the league, I think he kind of took over that spot in my opinion. Matthews currently sits at 398 goals in 625 games played. Ovechkin got his 500th career goal in 801 games. And I honestly think that Austin Matthews will be at 500 goals by 2 years from now. And he'll likely be, if he stays healthy, this is, of course, 500 goals. And he'll likely be around 780-something games played. But the real trick to be an all-time goal-scoring leader, and I think Ovi was a great example of this, is consistency even in your later years of your career. I think there's a lot of times where people thought, around maybe 35, 36 years old, oh, Ovi's slowing down. This could be it for him. There was a couple times I kind of wrote him off too, not necessarily to catch Gretzky. I thought maybe he would do it next year. I was definitely surprised he did it this year, but more so like, oh, he's probably not going to score 40 again, and then he would come out with like a 50-goal season, like a few years back. A lot of people were kind of writing him off, and he came back strong, and he always seems to do that. Last year, a lot of people kind of wrote him off to be a 40-plus goal scorer again. And he comes back and he does it this year. In a year, by the way, too, I want to add, where he missed 16 games with a broken leg. And while Austin Matthews is a tremendous goal scorer right now in his career, there's no telling he'll be able to keep that up beyond 35 plus. Just because every player is different when they get up there in age, you don't know how any given guy is going to react. Just because a player might be scoring a lot of goals, putting up a lot of points in his late 20s, doesn't mean he'll be able to do the same as a guy who did it in his late 20s as well, like Ovechkin, and then keep that up into his late 30s and so on. And let's say Austin Matthews does catch Alexander Ovechkin. For myself personally, I think he can. I think he does. I think he'll even be an 1,000 goal scorer potentially by the end of his career. And well, on paper, that would make Matthews the greatest goal scorer of all time. Does it really make him the greatest goal scorer of all time? What I mean by that, and this is not to take anything away from Austin Matthews, I do think right now he is the greatest goal scorer. I think with the way he shoots the puck and stuff, it's very unique, his wrist shot and stuff like that. Ovi's is too, but in a different way. But with Matthews, I mean, or with Ovi, I should say rather, he played in a era, when he came in the league, 05, 06, things were a lot different. Goaltenders, their equipment was a lot bigger than it is now. They shrunk it down starting in the 18-19 season. The league really cracked down on slashes on the hands, which is a good thing, obviously, starting in the 17-18 season. Not that slashing was legal before, but you could get away with some light taps on guys' hands just to kind of disrupt them a little bit. And while Matthews had a tremendous rookie year with playing in the same rules and all the stuff being the same as it was for Ovi in his rookie year. He had 40 goals in 16-17, so he played 1 year with everything being the same like that. Obviously Ovechkin had to play a much longer bulk of his career with the rules, being a little bit different. I'm not here to say that Austin Matthews would not be getting the same goal totals he's getting now if he played in under the same rules, that Ovechkin played under for the first 10 or so years of his career. I'm just saying we'll never really know So those are my thoughts on Alexander Ovechkin breaking the NHL all-time goals record, and if anyone will catch him. Please let me know what you all think in the comment section below. Also, please like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.